Thanks for dropping by. Please help the channel, like and subscribe. Just hit that button, pretty easy. It looks like this big fight is coming up. And that's great, because we need some big fights. Except for the women fights, it's been some pretty slim picking. When it comes to the men this year so far, and they can pull off this fight, wow, what a treat for boxing fans, as I look at this fight. On paper it looks like a 50-50 fight, as long as Golden Boy doesn't find a way to back out to save their investment, Garcia. Now as far as the fight goes, I will save my pick for last, but let's talk a little bit about the fight. First, I think this fight is long overdue. For Garcia, to be honest, he really haven't been fighting up to his level. For him this fight will show if he really belongs. With the big dogs, just be honest, he has been sheltered and moved along very slowly by Golden Boy. I myself think he has what it takes to be great, as long as his chin can hold up. That's the knock on him. Besides, he has never really been tested. As far as Tank goes, great fighter, has lots of heart. And one thing I really like about Tank is he's a smart fighter, cold like a hitman, but he can be pressured and outboxed at times. That's his weakness. He depends on his knockout power. And so far it hasn't let him dom. But one thing about Tank, outside the ring problems could get in the way, and something he said, like he would retire soon and didn't want to stay in boxing too long, kind of took me back a little. I might be just overthinking this, but focus is a huge part in boxing. In and out of the ring. As far as what I think this fight will look like in the ring, I think Garcia is going to use his height and reach early in the fight and do a lot of moving because he doesn't want to get caught early. I see this as a slow fight, the first 5 rounds, not a lot of action. I think Garcia is going to try to win a decision and just frustrate and outbox Tank. Unless he gets a good shot in on Tank and hurts him, I think boxing will be the way to go for Garcia. As far as Tank, I think as always he's going to take his time. Find out what Garcia has, try to slow him down with body shots early, even giving away some rounds early. But around the 5th round, I think Tank will have tricked Garcia in a false sense of security, with Garcia having won a few rounds. And then I think Tank is going to go after Garcia, stalking him around the ring, throwing some big shots. He's going to be trying to take Garcia out into deep waters to drown him. Who knows if Garcia will be able to take it, and maybe use his power to keep Tank off him. Either way it goes, we should get a great fight. In the end, I think Garcia is going to show he has heart and put up an epic battle. But in the end, I think Tank is going to prove he's the little train that could. And I think this will end in a stoppage in 7 or 8 rounds. Tank wins. Much as I like Garcia, I just don't think his chin is going to hold up. The pressure in the late rounds by Tank is going to prove to be too much for Garcia. On a side note, I have said this before and I will say it again. Tim Bradley, hating on fighters like Errol Spence who he ducked in Tank. He has no place as a face of boxing. With the kind of nonsense he talks in some fighter, this clown just makes it too personal. And that has no place in boxing for one of its so-called faces of boxing. Back to the Garcia versus Tank fight. I can't wait. This will be a great one. I hope everyone will join me again. Please like and subscribe and comment. This is Reno Knows Boxing. Until the next round, I'm gone.